What up? What up? What up, though?
What's going on, my man?
We finally got this thing going. Finally,
Yeah, buddy.
so much talk.
So much talk, so little time, but hey, we made it.
How you been, man?
I've been
Even though we've
blessed,
been talking
brother.
about that.
Another day that that I wake up is another good day for me. And the day might suck, but can't be being alive, getting another chance to do it. What about you, my brother? How about you?
Same thing, man. Living the dream, the American dream. Oh man,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
man. What a day today has been. What an NFL opening free agency recap day that we just had, and it's still going on.
Yeah, every time I think about trying to doze off and take a nap this evening. Uh, in that 10-second nap that I do get, I wake up and my phone is boom. This one just signed. Boom. Another massive sign, and they're just going back to back to back to back. This is the best free agency day one. The best free agency is in terms of excitement and overall joy as a fan of a team. I'm a fan of the NFL that I've enjoyed my whole life.
Yeah, man. Hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
Hold on. But yeah, man. What a day. Ah, speaking of, I tried to take a nap today. I did, and I wanted to avoid the news because, as a Cowboys fan, we did nothing. We
Yeah.
lost, and typical Cowboy fashion. Jerry Jones opens up the offseason, so to speak, saying the Cowboys are going to go all in, and by all in, he meant letting everyone go and not freeing up any cap space, and having this public battle with Dak Prescott over an extension, and it's just pathetic. Hold on, real quick. Look at this guy. Must join. Give me a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
Can I pause this? I don't think I can pause it, but I'm just gonna laugh because get over here. But yeah, man, like it's been crazy, bro. Aaron Jones, because I'm on Twitter right now, and nothing really major is going on right now. Tommy Townsend just signed with the Texans, the punter. You have Aaron Jones talking, who just got released. You have Tiki Barber and Saquon Barkley beefing.
Yeah. I love that.
My eyes, Daddy. Yeah, look at your eyes,
And
bro.
I'm not.
It's been a day, and it showed that's to prove to you that the salary cap is not real. It doesn't exist because the Cowboys are the one team to preach, oh, salary cap. We need money to pay our guys. The Eagles need money to pay their guys. They paid their quarterback. They just paid for a running back. They paid for a defensive end. They just paid for. They paid for AJ Brown. They signed their offensive lineman Landon Dickerson to the largest contract in NFL history for a guard.
Yeah.
They still
Four
need to sign
years.
Devontae Smith. They still need to get defensive players, and yet they still did all of that while needing to get other players and
Yeah.
still having guys under contract. So
Yeah. So let's just run down everything that happened in the NFC East so far. I mean, like you said, Dallas so far. No signings.
yeah, hold
Uh,
on.
they've
Run
lost
down.
some pieces. Uh, would have been nice if you if you just paused the whole thing or something. Oh, there he is. He's back.
What happened?
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
just said, oh man, it would have been nice if you could just pause the whole thing or something.
I, I
Just
I was trying.
disappeared.
I was trying to pause, but it wasn't letting me. So
Yeah.
I was like,
No.
you know what? Just you wing it as we go, because
Well, I was just gonna stay. I stayed quiet, and then I was like, it would be nice if we pause. So it's gonna
someone
be like
can't
an
run.
awkward minute in there.
You got to run the
Uh,
show. We're live right now. This is live.
oh,
Like
okay.
this is live
So
TV, baby.
I'm using NFL.com's tracker right now just because it's easier. It breaks it down by division. Uh, so looking at the NFC East, stay with the
Man, I can
Cowboys.
tell you on the NFC East right now.
Stay with the Cowboys here for a second. I see Jerry Jones said that he wants to make everyone work for their contracts, which isn't a good thing. Like, you need to extend Dak so that way you can free up some money. You need to pay Micah Parsons something so you can kick him down the line a little bit. You're going to have to pay CD. What's going on there? I thought Derrick Henry was going to be the home run hit on the first day for them, but here they are quiet.
Look, man, that was more of a pipe dream. And the Cowboys went and shut that down when they said, we're going to reset our running back market for themselves. Because you got to remember, they went from paying Zeke that monstrosity of a contract, tagging Tony Pollard, paying him under the franchise tag like $10 million or something. They don't want to pay that much on running back. And by the looks of it, 3-year, $24 million was like the going rate for mid running backs. That's what Tony Pollard got. You got to assume Derrick Henry's going to get more of what Josh Jacobs got, give or take, maybe less because he's older. So he's going to cost easily $10 million a year. The Cowboys aren't going to do that. Right now, they only have like $3 million. They're only $3 million over the cap because all they did was convert Zach Martin's contract, his salary, into a bonus, and they freed up that cap space. They needed to extend Dak, which they didn't do. And now what I read a report was that's not going to happen most likely until training camp, and Dak Prescott's probably going to take that, and he might just say, you know what, I'm just going to play this 1 year and then be a free agent. Right? Look what Kirk Cousins did. They need to extend CD. They need to extend Micah. They could restructure other guys. They're looking to trade Michael Gallup, but we know he's going to get cut. It's a clown of a franchise. The front office are a bunch of clowns. Jerry and Stephen Jones are idiots. I mean, at the end of the day, there's nothing I can say. I am a fan. I'm always going to be a fan. I'm not a bandwagon. I'm not changing teams, but I will also call a spade a spade. They have talent, immense talent. They're not that far away from being an elite team, but with these approaches that they take to free agency, where they think that they're a draft and development team and they can just find guys and plug and play them. No, that's not how it works. It's not gonna work for them. They will need everything to go right, and clearly that doesn't happen. Injuries happen. It's the NFL, and that's why they are who they are. They're talented enough to win a lot of games. They're talented enough to make the playoffs, but they're just not a complete team, and that's just pretty much how it goes. And Dak is going to get a lot of the flack because he's Dak. He's the quarterback, and that's what they do in the realm of sports, but it's not really on Dak. There's so many flaws with this team, and it all starts with the front office. They haven't won since '95, since Jerry Jones took over as general manager. He's the common denominator to the failure of the team.
Passionate man, passionate fan.
I'm just not an idiot of a fan anymore. I still get blinded sometimes. You get false hope. You want to sometimes look beyond what may. How can I put this? Sometimes you want to lie to yourself, right? Maybe it can happen, right? Maybe things will go our way. Like this past season,
fan, I know what it's like.
that's not the case. because they're unserious franchise from the top, and some players might be serious, other players are not. But when you're unserious at the top, that it's a trickle down effect. This man disappeared out here like the Undertaker.
You can't. You lost me.
It's just black, yeah. There you
Sorry.
go.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, but speaking of your Raiders, man, they signed arguably not the biggest free agent, but one of the biggest free agents this offseason to a humongous contract for a humongous man. Pause. What's your take on that, man?
I'm not entirely too sure that it was the best use of our cap space. It was 4 years, $110 million for Christian Wilkins. Now, what I do like about it is it gives Mad Max somebody to run with finally. And it takes a lot of the pressure off of him to just have to dominate or run and pass consistently every play. Now, I don't think he's going to take any plays off just because Wilkins is there. But I do believe it helps us solidify that defensive line. And like Antonio Pierce said, he wants to build it from the trenches out and play Raider football, and that's pound the ball and, just physically beat you down. So if we can re-sign Malcolm Kuntz, who had a breakout year, to a decent contract, we just let Jerry Tillery go. I thought he was going to be a good piece to keep, but I guess every little bit of space against the cap, you want to have it. And then our pick from last year, he started to come on at the end of the year. I really bagged on him a lot because he wasn't showing up in the beginning of the year. But as a fan, I don't want to hear, "Hey, I was hurt." And he really was. He was coming off of a serious injury, so he was trying to find his footing in the NFL at the same time. So I think Mad Max and him together will be able to, or Mad Max and Wilkins will be able to mold him. Maybe he goes more off the ball. Maybe he goes out to linebacker at this point, and Kuntz takes over, and they play more 3-4. I'm not entirely too sure what it's going to look like. Pat Graham's a very versatile defensive coordinator. And we'll just, the jury's out. I thought we could use the money in a lot of other places, but, I'm going to trust this front office like I've trusted them all. And it's up to them to lose me or keep me. I mean, I'll always be a Raiders fan through and through, but, eventually I'd like to see us start to win again.
Yeah, I mean that's everybody, right? But yeah. at least at the very least, you guys have an identity that you guys are trying to find or mold. You guys have a direction, and yeah, that's a positive in itself. The team played hard under Antonio Pierce, so.
The other good thing that I did like about the Wilkins deal, he's only 28. So I think with he's got 5 years of experience. So he's not worn down by the NFL standards yet. When you hit about 31, 32, that's when they say you're going to start to fall off. But he's 28, so by the time the end of this contract, he'll be 32, and he still might be able to catch another big contract somewhere. So we'll see what happens.
It's definitely possible. I'm trying to see here what's going on the world of X, or formerly known as Twitter. sad Yankee fans. It's been a day for me. I tell you, the heck is this? Well,
So,
surprised Justin Fields is still a Bear. That's interesting.
so
The Chiefs are looking at Darnell Mooney.
my take on Justin Fields, I'll just bring it to the stream here. I don't think Justin Fields gets traded. I don't think he has the market, and I think that Ryan Poles knows he has something valuable um, with Justin Fields. So with Justin Fields not being traded, uh, you take him in the next season. You draft Caleb Williams number 1 overall. That's a given. You
Yeah.
don't that's a generational talent from what they say. Um,
I don't believe it, but yeah.
I'm back and forth on it, but I watch a lot of college football, and that team that he had didn't really have any good players, so he really had to will them to any victories that they got. But we'll see. But I don't think he gets traded because there's no market, and you want to take him in the next year and use him as leverage in case somebody's starting quarterback goes down. Now, the only place that I could see him being traded to this offseason, somebody who might really give up a third rounder realistically, is Minnesota. Now that Minnesota's lost Kirk Cousins to Atlanta,
Mhm.
they're in desperation mode now because Justin Jefferson wanted Kirk Cousins. Now you have to appease him. I
Well, he
feel like
wanted an elite quarterback, and now the talk is talk. The rumors are saying that he's going to end up in Cincinnati with Burrow, the LSU connection. So
yeah, but do they? I don't think they have enough money to go around. They have one of the stingiest owners in the NFL. I'm sure if he didn't get the public outcry, he probably wouldn't have paid Joe Burrow what he paid Joe Burrow. So there's that. But they had going back to the Bengals. They haven't done too much. They put the franchise tag on T. Higgins. They re-signed Drew Sample to a 3-year, $10.5 million contract. Offensive guard Cody Ford is coming back on a 1-year. Safety Geno Stone is coming back on a 2-year, $15 million deal with a $6 million bonus. So they've obviously got a lot of things that they've got to still address, especially the T. Higgins piece. It's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds if T. Higgins stays. If he goes, it's the old game of should I stay or should I go? I understand wanting to get to the bag long term immediately. But I think what they have in Cincinnati is special. I would try to win one there. But this is just me. $21 million.
and he's gone. Don't know what happened to him.
Yo, I got to step away for a minute.
That's all right. Well, I'm going to cut it short for now. We'll probably hit back later. I have some things I have to get to, but yeah, Eric. So yeah, about Tony Pollard. Like I said in the chat, it sucks that he's gone, but $8 million a year, I believe he's getting 24 mil total. To me, he showed that he really isn't a complete every down back, even though he's coming off an injury. So I'm good with moving on from him. Derrick Henry is the guy I want. If not Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones also is dealing with, also deals with injuries. But it's about money at the end of the day, and the Cowboys aren't going to spend money. I just expect them to try and re-sign Rico Dowdle for a cheap deal, draft a running back, and then they're going to penny pinch. They're going to bargain bin. They're going to look at the bottom of the barrel, trying to get guys, quote unquote, under the radar, and that they think are going to help this team and try to sell you on that. Again, it's a clown show. It's a circus show in Dallas. It's embarrassing, but it is what it is. So, but I'm gonna end this and cut this short. Probably gonna try to be back later, if not tomorrow. But yeah, man, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.